The second P that we're going to work on today is to prevent. To prevent being in a bad situation in the first place. For example, if I know that I'm going to be going out, it's better to go with a friend. If I'm going to be going out at night, then I want to make sure I wear comfortable clothing, good shoes, something I could run in if I had to. A lot of women that I've had as victims of robberies, for example, have had high heel shoes and tight clothing on where they were unable to run, unable to get away to safety. I think we have to prevent being in those bad situations as much as we can and prepare that way. Another thing is to stand properly, and I stand differently than most martial artists, and I do it for a very good reason. I've found through all my training the easiest thing is to stand with your feet slightly apart and your hands in front. I begin in what's called the monk's position. If I have somebody approaching me and it looks like there may be a threat, I don't want my hands by my side, or I don't want to clutch my hands here. I'll have my hands in front, my left hand over my right hand like this, and that way, because most people punch with the right hand, so I can have the left hand ready to block and to protect myself. And so by having my hands in this position, my hands are up and they're free. We're going to work on this in a little bit on how to actually just block strikes, but then, if they become more of a threat, I put my hands in front of me this way. It forms a triangle where this is towards the head and the elbows are just outside of my rib cage. I don't want it here, I don't want it here, I don't want it here. I want it just like this, and I want my hands just slightly cupped with my thumb in. This allows me to protect myself, and I also have the balls of my feet is where I have most of my weight, and that helps me, what we call in a Chinese chi, or in Japanese ki. It helps me have good core strength in the position I'm in. Now, by standing in a position like this, you're in a better it's better to be able to prevent those punches and strikes from coming at you. Another thing is invest in safety. Now, while it's good to have locks and burglar alarms and cell phones and so forth, all those things are important. But the most important thing that you need to invest in is your time in physically training and going through these concepts as I've spoken of earlier.